Hello everybody, welcome back. Before we start, I want to let you know that I don't make anything on my videos from YouTube. So, if you do like my content, please consider supporting me via Patreon. I have lots more new stories and videos on the way, some of which will only be available to those who support me there. My Patreon link is below this video in the description. You can also send a super thanks if you like the story and want to support me to make more stories like this. The super thanks button is below this video. Also, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And hit the bell icon if you would like to get updates on my new videos, and leave a comment or ask me a question, and I promise to reply as soon as I can. Thank you, and now back to the video. Today's story is about a guy called James, who always knew inside something didn't match, and that he was never meant to be a boy, but in fact he was a girl. Today's story is called Becoming Evelyn. I hope you like it. James had always known there was something different about him. As a child, he was drawn to the softness of his mother's scarves, the shimmer of her jewelry, the way her dresses swayed when she moved. While his friends played rough in the dirt, he found himself mesmerized by the grace of femininity. But in a world that expected boys to be boys, he learned to hide that part of himself. By the time he reached adulthood, James had become an expert at playing his role. He had a respectable job as a financial analyst, a small apartment in the city, and a wardrobe filled with crisp button-downs and tailored slacks. On the surface, he was just another young professional navigating life. But behind closed doors, a different story unfolded. At night, when the world outside grew quiet, James became Evelyn. It started with small things: nail polish, a touch of eyeliner, a pair of heels hidden in the back of his closet. The first time he slipped into a dress, he felt something click into place, as if he had found a missing piece of himself. Evelyn wasn't just a costume or an escape, she was real, a part of him he could no longer ignore. Yet, stepping outside as Evelyn seemed impossible. The fear of judgment, of rejection, loomed over him like a storm cloud. He told himself he was content with the solitude, that the reflection in his mirror was enough. But deep down, he knew it wasn't. He wanted more, needed more. One evening, after weeks of building up courage, he made a decision. He would go out. Just once. Just to see. He spent hours getting ready, carefully applying makeup, choosing a flowing burgundy dress that made him feel elegant. As he looked at his reflection, Evelyn stared back, confident and beautiful. His heart pounded as he stepped outside. The city lights cast a golden glow on the sidewalk, and the hum of traffic filled the air. Every step felt like a rebellion, like he was rewriting his own story. He had chosen a small, LGBTQ-friendly bar, one he had researched obsessively, reading reviews, memorizing the safest routes. When he walked in, the warmth of the place enveloped him. No one stared. No one sneered. A few people smiled, but it was the kind of smile that said, "You're welcome here." He took a deep breath and ordered a drink, his voice soft but steady. "First time here?" the bartender asked kindly. James hesitated before nodding. "First time out like this," he admitted. The bartender's eyes twinkled. "Well, welcome, sweetheart. You look amazing." Those words, so simple, so genuine, made something inside him unravel. For the first time in his life, he didn't feel like he was pretending. He didn't feel like James wearing a disguise. He felt like Evelyn, a woman stepping into the world for the first time. As the night went on, he found himself talking to people, laughing, existing. A group of women complimented his dress, and a man with a kind smile struck up a conversation about music. For the first time, he felt seen, not as James, but as Evelyn. When he finally left the bar, the city felt different. The same streets, the same buildings, but somehow everything had changed. Or maybe he had changed. Over the next few weeks, he found himself craving that feeling again. Slowly, cautiously, he let Evelyn exist beyond the confines of his apartment. He went for walks, browsed clothing stores, even tried dining alone at a quiet cafe. Each time, the fear lingered, but so did the thrill. Not everyone was kind. There were stares, whispers, moments that made his stomach twist with anxiety. But for every frown, there was a smile. For every murmur, there was a word of encouragement. He learned to hold on to those moments, to let them outweigh the fear. One evening, as he stood before his mirror, Evelyn looking back at him with her warm, knowing eyes, he realized something. This wasn't just a secret anymore. This wasn't just something he did in the dark, something to be hidden away. This was him. And he was ready to let the world see. Thank you for listening to my story. If you like my content, please consider supporting me via my Patreon. The link is below this video in the description. Also, if you like my stories, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And hit the bell icon if you would like to get updates on my new videos, and leave a comment or ask me a question, and I promise to reply as soon as I can. Thank you, and until next time, goodbye.